So what I'm going to show you guys here is a 3D lizard. It's a super cool bait. This is actually, I've been playing around with it for the first time this trip out here in Florida, and we've had some really good success on it, seen some really, you know, nice strikes, throwing it into some cool places and getting these fish to come out and bite this. It's got real lifelike appendages. You know, it's got these little fingers on the, you know, on the legs, tail's nice and curled, so you get a nice action off the tail, but then you get the nice realism from the legs. It's got a really nice rib body on it. It holds a hook really good. This guy's rigged up on a little belly weighted hook, so that's going to fall nice and horizontal down to the bottom, and then you can twitch it back up. This has, you know, been working as well as punching it. So this is the larger size. This is the 6-inch size that's rigged up on this weighted hook, and then the punching setup, this is the little bit smaller guy, and that's the 4-inch size, and that one works great punching. That's on, you know, behind a 2-ounce weight, and the reason the weight is so massive, that's to suck that bait down through the mat and to get that to where those fish are hiding out underneath the matted canopy of vegetation. You know, this is not a technique you're going to do all over the country, but you know, you can throw this 4-inch lizard on the back of a Carolina rig. You could throw this guy just by itself on a Texas rig, around docks, around rocks, around, you know, you name it. You could throw it on a shaky head. This is a perfect little size to be rigged up just a multitude of different ways. We're punching it here today in Florida. This bait comes in a nice clamshell packaging, just like a lot of the newer Savage Gear products, the soft baits I should say. This packaging is going to hold the bait perfectly. It's going to keep all those legs nice and straight, tails are nice and straight, everything's perfectly packaged, so you know every time you pull a bait out of there, it's ready to go. You don't have to worry about a kink, you don't have to worry about anything bent. So it's got scent, you know, so these fish, when they get near this bait, or if they get over to it and they bite it, they're more likely to hold on to that thing. You don't want something that's gonna, you know, smell like just an intense plastic, especially during a slow presentation. You want that scented plastic. So that's a key attribute to this bait. So you're gonna get a really good action out of it, but you're gonna also be able to catch multiple fish on this bait without it just ripping up and going to waste. You know, really excited about this bait. I think there's a lot of great opportunities, especially when you're faced with the spawning season, when these fish are up around their beds, or when they're getting ready to move up and they're in that shallow water. So give that guy a look, tie one on, and toss it around some shallow vegetation or shallow wood and hold on.